XLSForm is a standard format for designing survey forms in Excel XLSX that can be used in KoboToolbox, ODK, OpenDataKit, and similar platforms. It simplifies form creation by defining questions, choices, and survey logic in a structured spreadsheet. Key components of XLSForm: survey sheet defines questions, types, labels, and constraints. Choices sheet lists answer options for multiple choice questions. Start with the basics. Every XLSForm has 3 core tabs: the survey tab for your questions, the choices tab for answer options, and the settings tab for form details like titles. When creating a form, you'll define your questions with columns like type, e.g., text or number, name a short variable like age, and label the visible question text. Remember, name is for data analysis, while label is what users see. For smoother surveys, group-related questions, use underscores in names and keep labels clear. Next, explore question types. Start with basics like select questions for drop-downs, text for open answers, or integer for numbers. Need to list hundreds of options? Link to an external CSV file. For dates or GPS, use datetime or geopoint to auto-capture timestamps or locations. Advanced features like calculate or hidden let you run formulas or store data behind the scenes. Organize your form with groups and repeats. Use Begin Group to cluster questions into sections and add hints or guidance to help users. Mark critical questions as required to ensure answers or set defaults like today's date. KoboToolbox offers various question types including basic, multiple, text, number, decimal, date, time, and time. It also provides multimedia options like photos, audio, video, and QR codes. Advanced question types include points, lines, areas, calculates, hidden, and external XML. Metadata and acknowledgement questions include notes, acknowledgements, rating, matrix, and file and range questions. Practical experience, and I have put this complete XLSX form in the description. You can download it and customize it with your context.
Begin with today's practical session, and I will show you one of my 2 working XLSForm that will guide you in everything, which include the all XLS format, XLS questionnaire. Basically, the XLSForm is a Excel file that contains our survey questionnaire in a systematic and organized format, so that further we will deploy in a Kobo as a form, and our form can be easily deployed and easy for survey and data collection. For example, there are 2 survey questionnaire. One is baseline household survey that is currently ongoing in different water supply scheme. That survey includes the household water supply, sanitation, and wash related questionnaire. Second survey form is related to staff survey of organization. For example, I open the baseline survey. Basically, XLSForm is nothing, just it is an Excel file, and that contains our survey questionnaire in a systematic and organized format, so that we can organize our survey questionnaire and further deploy in a KoboToolbox. For example, in this survey, there as a XLS format, we have 3 sheets. One is survey. First sheet contains the survey questionnaire. Second sheet contains the choice of survey questionnaire, and the third one is used for a language setting. In this survey, just supported, and we are our requirement in 2 languages. One is English language, another is Nepali. So in basic concept of XLSForm design, we need to in a survey sheet, one is a tab, that means questionnaire type. Second one is second column is contains the name or level of question. That means XLSForm supports which further deployed in a XLS and deploy in a KoboToolbox. Third one is label for data collection, or that may be show front in the form, that is a label. For example, this questionnaire labeled as a two languages, label column English, and the column code is called English EN, then Nepali language, two language. If we use a further more language, we can add here. Then third column is used for hint for questionnaire, hint for another language. About next column is used for that questionnaire is required or mandatory or not. Third question is relevancy of further questions. And likewise, we have a constant and appearance and metadata. Metadata means the media file that we can use as a reference in the question, also include the calculation sheet. This is the just format of the questionnaire. If we want the basic, we just want in a single language, we need only 3 columns. First, question type column, we can put here the question type, as Kobo supports 24 question types, and our survey requirement and question we can put here. Second is label for that question, and third is label for front end user for questionnaire. And another, these columns are used as our advanced requirement. Second sheet contains the option of the questionnaire. For example, we have here is a this is a select one. Select one means district of this Assam districts. We can have option for different municipality in Assam district. We can define in a second sheet. Assam district means Assam has a two municipality. For example, there is a in Assam district. We can define in list of name in our own. For example, your project constant, or your own. In first, select one row 18. This is a option for Assam district, and second sheet we have a choice. These three options are shown in a further form as a list. This is a just a concept. Then I will upload this form in a Kobo. We will continue and learn how these forms are working together, and there are groups, skip logics, and different questionnaires. First, I will upload in a Kobo. For that, I already opened my Kobo account. Here is a new tab. If we build a form, we can upload from scratch. Build from scratch, we can use template. In this case, I am uploading this file of XLS already in a desktop and uploading this baseline household. Okay, now this is the WAS related, and I am choosing country my Nepal. Then create project. Now it is imported successfully. Now I am deploying this project by clicking deploy. Okay, now form is deployed. We will open this in a deployed form as well as in a editing mode, so that we can work together and understanding how form is built in XLS. Now this is in a web version of XLSForm. After deploying in a KoboToolbox, it is shown as this. Here is a language option. For, as I already mentioned, there is a language column in a Excel. We have two languages. Further, if we need to more language, we can just add here one column and put here. For example, we put in the French language label. I put, for sample example, I am showing you French language. In XLSForm, we have easy for in English translation, English questionnaire. We can just copy this and we use a Google Translator. For example, French language. We can copy this and paste here in a French column. Paste here. Google Translator can maybe translate your nearly 90% accurate. Further, you can correct and upload in as your requirement. This is just example for you. You can add your own language and requirement. Then we have a questionnaire. Are you interested to participate in this survey? This is a validation logic question. If we yes, further section is open. Either if we click on no, there is a nothing. For this, how we design a Excel? Just go in Excel file. There is a section. Section means grouping of question. Grouping of question means group begin from here, group begin from here, and group end. In group, this group we have a date and a time. This is the one of the questionnaire. Second, select one. Another is name of the enumerator. Likewise, this is the group of questionnaire. I will show how this work in a editor form of KoboToolbox. The first questionnaire is just for hints that is shown here in the first questionnaire, and in Excel we have a notice question type, means notice question type, and a label you can put here as a notice, and put a notice message in English, Nepali, or your desired language as your own. After that, we have a validation, means we have a questionnaire in a yes/no format. Yes/no. If we go yes, there then group begins different category of survey. For example, this survey have a questionnaire in a different categories, 5 or 6, 7 categories. That is called the group. Group means collection of a question put together. In, for example, survey information, we have a survey related basic information. Likewise, scheme information, that category of related information. Likewise, we have a respondent information category, water information category. How this can be defined in Excel? Just you can started with question type group begin and put here a different type of questionnaire here, and this is a for question type, this second column for a name of question type, and third is the label of questionnaire in the front view, and the second questionnaire for that options. It can be, now we view in a editing mode. This is a group of a questionnaire. This is a group of questionnaire. We can group this by in editing mode by clicking click control with question, and then in upper corner there is a create group with select questionnaire. Means you can manage uh, in a editing mode as well as. However, we have if questionnaire is too long, it is difficult to manage in a KoboToolbox editing mode, so we can use XLSForm. Similarly, we have a different questionnaire with category here. I will provide this XLSForm so that you can understand easily. In my questionnaire started with consent form of the participant. This type of signature questionnaire can be added on the from the XLS. For example, this is a question type of image. This is the just the name of for the system. Signature of interviewer. We'll put signature of interviewer and signature of obedient. For this signature, we have a and we need additional column for appearance. You can add here signature, and in editing mode it also appear as a this is the survey of signature, and lead questionnaire means signature. Yes, here is the question. This is the just question type means signature image file, and the appearance means advanced option. There is a signature you can put as a drawer, annotation, and another. This is for advanced questionnaire. So I do not go one by one questionnaire in this, just showing you how the XLSForm working and design in Excel. If you are starting with just a simple survey, you can put here a question type in a first column, means type of questionnaire. Second column is the label for system that can be identified, and the third one is label of the questionnaire that show front of the questionnaire. This is another language we want to do. You can add your own language. Second sheet is a choice for questionnaire. For example, I am showing one of the questionnaire in HY survey. Select one means category. Select one means you can select one of the four options. This is the questionnaire, and we have the option sheet in a second sheet, choice sheet. Each question have a four option. For example, question number 7.1, there is a four option: never, rarely, sometimes, oftenly, always. This is another columns because our survey requirement is a two language. We can add language here. You can add on your language if the survey can simultaneously work for 3 or 4 languages. Third sheet is a setting. For example, our survey default language English, default maybe French, or as your survey requirement. We can put if it is necessary. Otherwise, there is a two sheet are required. One is survey, another is choice. This is the sample example of XLSForm. So I am showing you this our now we can conceptual in how groups work together. Just I am already mentioned, this category can be used by just group begin and group end. You can put here the question types and the number of question in the group, which can be easily managed in Excel, and further we can export in a KoboToolbox, which can be easily managed. Now I am showing one of my another survey questionnaire, which is I am developed in a Google Sheet. XLSForm just contains 3 tabs. One is survey, choice, and a setting. If we have a multi-language option, we can put here a third sheet. Otherwise, we can have a choice, survey, and a choice sheet. In a survey sheet, we have a basically 3 columns. One is type means questionnaire type. Second is name for a question that can be identified the system and further deployment in the KoboToolbox. Third is a label that shows front in the questionnaire for data collector. And another we can have a hint for that questionnaire. This survey only one contains we have a requirement that survey only in English. If we have a more advanced option, we can add a column name here and add a language option. For column, for language code, we have a just label, column, then language and language code. Language code means put here a language code in first 2 letter with small bracket. In this survey, I have just systematically organized each of the survey questionnaire. For example, survey begins. This session include the name of introduction of a survey. This is the questionnaire type, notice, and here the introduction of the staffs who involving in the survey. This is front message for the surveyor. Second, select one means there is a question, does staff agree with participant? There we have a choice option in a second sheet, yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no means you can have a yes here, yes or no, and put second sheet list of name can be as a yes no. Then we have a again notice type of questionnaire, then text, date and time, image. For image can be put here as a signature. We have an advanced option. For this we have a relevancy check, means that questionnaire is relevant for the previous question or not. Just put $sign and curly bracket and previous questionnaire with list. If you do not have that much more idea about it, we can further just you can just set a question in a first sheet and group the questionnaire and a list of choices. Further you can set the skip logic. For example, if you do not have a more idea about the skip logic in a XLS sheet, you can just upload this for Assam district, means only showing the Assam district municipality. Click on this setting button, then we have a skip logic and you can select from here province equal to acham means. Here is a different parameter you can set by doing these skip logics. So I am showing you two of my working file. Showing you two of my working files. So hope you have get a brief idea about it. Based on our survey requirement, you can start by collecting questionnaire in a Excel sheet and question type and language option for here, and set a second sheet for a list of option for that survey. For questionnaire type, you can take a hints from the Kobo questionnaire type, which already mentioned as my previous videos. For grouping purpose, you can list the group of questionnaire in the same category. This is simple, just a simple group begin, group end, and second group begin, and you can put here the list of questionnaire, and this is label for the system. For the development phase in KoboToolbox, this is the label for front showing in the questionnaire after development, which is used for enumerator or data collector. These three columns are mandatory, and further advanced form development, we have a relevancy check. If you are expert, you can search in online just putting in $sign and relevancy of the further previous question. If you do not have any more idea about it, do not worry, just you can put survey questionnaire in first sheet, choice in second, and upload in a KoboToolbox. Further you can deploy the skip logics. Third, another two advanced option means this is just for I am showing you one of two media, two signature means appearance signature. We can add a questionnaire type means image, and appearance means signature, so that enumerator and the interviewer can put their signature. Likewise, sometimes we have a showing field, and sometimes we have a put in image. You can upload the media file during the questionnaire development to Kobo. And for example, this is a notice, and the questionnaire contains the image file, means there is a notice that contains the image. Likewise, we have sometimes need a calculation. Calculation can be added here, and for example, we have a male and female in the questionnaire. We can calculate by previous two questions automatically here. This is the sample example. So you can I do not go the individual question by questionnaire this form and this tutorial. Just I am providing you detail of this questionnaire. So for your reference, just you keep in mind XLSForm is just Excel file that contains our survey in a systematic questionnaire in a first sheet, which contains the three columns: type means questionnaire type, label for the system, and the third one is label for our purpose. And if we need more advanced option, we can add more columns here. And the second sheet contains the choice of the questionnaire. You can put these question label and label shortcuts as your project or survey and based on your idea. This is for your reference. Hope you will get idea about this. You can upload this provided I just described the how XLSForm work in a KoboToolbox, and I will provide these two questionnaire, and you can upload on your account and see the how in how this works in Excel and how uh, works in a KoboToolbox. Guide you, and you can edit, delete, and customize. Hope this tutorial is helpful for you and enjoy. And if you need more assistance, you can contact my provided email. If you enjoy, you can share, subscribe, and like and share to the another person. Thank you very much.